Good morning and welcome back to Woodruff Woods. So I am out here at the newly formed pond, which I'll show you here in just a minute. It is almost done. I'm going to need about 3 loads of fill down on the lower side just to blend everything in, and so once the grass is on it, it looks like it's part of the landscape. But so far we've hauled in I think it's 16 triaxle loads. The contractor has certainly formed this in very nicely, and again I'll show that to you. But I know you're all waiting for that pond update. I'm going to show you what I got. Unfortunately, I did not get a lot of video. He was working while I was working, so didn't get a lot of the machines running. I'd really hoped that I could find the time to do that, but as of today, which is Sunday, I don't know, I'd have to look at my phone to know the date, the 25th of June, I'm heading out on an airplane, and it's just the way my world goes. But anyway, I have a new meter from TopTes, and I wanted to get this out to you because you've heard me say so many good things about the moisture meter. This one I'm holding is actually a combustible gas leak detector, which I'll show you in a future video. But I wanted to get it out to you because they're running a sale right now, and they're running a sale on that moisture meter as well. So not only can you get that at a really favorable price, they sent me 2 of these, and if you comment in this video, when I do the video on this meter, I'll pick someone with a comment from this video and we'll send you one of these for absolutely free, which is a good thing. Handy little tool to have in the toolbox. I'll just open it up quick. You can see I haven't done anything with this yet, but similar look and feel to the moisture meter, and it comes with the batteries, and it comes with Duracell batteries. Sometimes you end up with those cheap ones. But enough of that. Again, get over there to TopTes, check them out. I'll put the banner up right here so you can see what all's on sale, and all the information to link to them will be in the description below. So let's take a look at the pond. As you can see, it is raining very hard, and the pond's already starting to fill in. Luckily, my excavator, he was able to get most of what he wanted to get done before the rain started. So I think this is going to look real nice when it's done. I mean, obviously he's still got a lot of work to do here, but as he was digging, this was just all clay. So I think as this fills up, we'll have no problems holding water in it. So this is after day 2 of the pond build. As you can see, we have the standpipe in over there. I would tell you that corrugated pipe, if you were doing a pond, I wouldn't recommend it. I would use what Adam used over on Hometown Acres. As you can see, my contractor has fixed around the tree there a little bit. We got some roots to take off, and he's still got some work to do up on this end of the pond. But up on this end, we're gonna have about 4 foot of water, and over there we're a little over 8 feet of water, of which we've got probably 4 in there right now. So it's coming along nicely. I think today the berm should be done. He's gonna work around the edge here. I really wish I was gonna be here, but unfortunately I have to be in Philadelphia today. So early morning video to give you an idea what's going on day 2. This is day 3 of the pond build. Unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time to be here when he's working, so I haven't gotten a lot of footage of him actually running the machinery and building this thing. But I'm going to step aside, show you what we got. And this is filling up a lot faster than he expected, and I can tilt you down a little bit there. So today they brought in 9 truckloads of fill, and I'll take you over and show you that. So he's trying to build a berm here that will allow me to mow this without too much trouble. One concern I have is this tree up here. If we're getting too much dirt around the bottom of it, it may kill it. So I'll have to talk to him about that. But as you can see, this is a pretty nice slope here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could run the tractor, even sideways on this hill and not have any problem at all. But we're getting real close. He's trying to build this all in, smooth it out, and he's estimating another 7 loads should do it. And I'm hopeful that will do it. So day 4 of the pond build, and I'll step aside so you can see. We got just a little bit of rain last night, but the water's really running in here really well. And as you can see, my contractor's getting very close to having this done. We got a little bit of work to do over here. I'll turn the camera and show you. So he's a little bit low right in this area right here. So he's got a little bit of, dirt to spread around. But we'll take a little bit of a walk around the pond so you can get a couple of different angles. I'm really starting to see his vision here. As we look across the pond, we're going to have somewhat of like a kidney-shaped pond. This area being the deep end, that area being the shallow end. This is the area near the house. You can see he's got this tracked in pretty well already. So pretty soon we'll be able to seed this. I'm going to keep walking around here just to take a look and give you an idea of what we're dealing with. Like I said earlier in the video, this is about a 1/4 acre. It's not quite that. I think I calculated it's about 0.22. So this being the shallow end here, we did save this tree. We'll see if she survives or not. With all that dirt up on there, I'm not sure, but we'll see. And I'll take you over here where the water's running in. As you can see, there's some running in here, and some of that was just pooled back here and it was stagnant, so it doesn't smell the greatest. But this is running in very, very rapidly. You can see down in the pond here just how much water is running in just all day long. So it's no wonder I was having trouble getting this to dry out in here. And again, more water coming in. Yeah, and it's a little bit stagnant, but it's just because it was laying in there, it's trapped in by the side. And then taking a look at the standpipe, I'll take you right down here by this. My contractor's been covering it in Flex Seal, but as you can see, this has turned into a real job. I really, really wish we did not use this type of pipe. He and the people at the store suggested I use this. I'll be surprised if it doesn't leak. There's about 4 tubes of silicone in there, plus all the Flex Seal tape, plus the Flex Seal on the outside. I'm just gonna hope that it works. And then looking out across the pond, you get an idea of the size of it. Not huge, but big enough to hold a few fish. Certainly will be big enough to do some ice skating in the winter. And that's what we wanted. Lovely Lisa, she was pretty excited about having a pond. She grew up on a lake, at least part of her life, and she really likes water. So certainly it's not a lake, but it's as close as I can get in here. So that's day 4, and I think he'll probably have a little bit more excavation to do, and then I'm hoping that we're done bringing in fill. I believe we are 13 or 14 trucks into the fill, triaxle loads. So we're going a little over budget at this point, but we'll figure it out. I'm this far, I gotta be committed, right? So this is the pond after about 4.5 days of excavation, and you can see it's already filling up nicely. We had some torrential rainstorms go through last night, and you can see it is a muddy mess over there. So I'm trying not to go there, but I'll move down on the lower side and we'll talk a little bit about the dam as well. So you can see that the dam is tracked in. It's a little higher than I thought it would be, but we have quite a slope moving down this way. And yesterday we hauled out all the stumps. We used my dump trailer to do that. My buddy Joe, who's doing the excavation, had a place where I could dump it. You can see he has a little bit of work to do right up here on top of the on top of the dam. And I mentioned those loads of dirt, which will go in here to level all that out, make it so that I can mow it easily. So that's the pond. I really am happy with the way it's turning out. It looks really nice. Many of the neighbors are stopping by and complimenting us on it. So without further ado, get over to TopTes, check them out, and let's get to today's video. And then I'm going to show you this. So in the last video, you saw Jake from Warper Tree Service taking this tree down. We've got it sitting here. Now Joe, the excavator, he had to move this with the dozer, and what it did was it made all these branches in here just get all intertwined with each other. So I literally have to pull this out piece at a time with the grapple. I'm working on getting this big piece out of here. I think once I get that out, I can work a little bit better in there. That's what we got going. It's going to take a little while for that pond to fill, but frankly, as fast as it filled up with this most recent storm, I'm thinking, you know, if we have a couple rainstorms, this will fill up in no time. Not to mention there's always water seeping out from underneath the road here, and part of the reason I wanted to do this, this land was basically not useful to me. It wasn't really swampy, but it would always stay damp, and no matter driest day of the year, you know, you drive in there with the tractor, you sink in a little bit, you leave ruts. You know, I try to bush hog it a couple times a year when it's dry. You know, it's just going to be much nicer having the pond. And you know, I played some hockey for a while. My wife loves to ice skate. You know, get the fire pit up there. I know a guy that sells firewood, and you know, we can have some fires out there and do some ice skating in the winter. I'm thinking about stocking it with perch. But if any of you have ideas on what I should stock it with, I'm more than happy to hear. I've read that there are some species of fish that you should put in a new pond. Things like carp, possibly catfish, something that cleans up the bottom. So really anxious to hear what you all have to say. But right now, I'm gonna get the tractor out. I gotta set up some wood. We got 120 bundles going out. So the bundle business doesn't stop just because a pond's being built. So as you can see, lovely Lisa's got her bundling station set up, and we're finally to the point where I think we're going to be selling some of this black birch that we had in the log lift bag. So I've got, once again, our trusty TopTes meter, which I can't say enough good things about this. This is a really good meter, and I will hit hold, and I took this from down in a little bit, 13 weeks and 1 day, and we've got 15.6% moisture. So these are going into bundles today. This is some maple that was split actually before. God bless you, Lisa. That added a little something to the video. So I might test one of these pieces of maple here. I won't bore you with me splitting it, but I think this maple was split just a little bit before this this black birch was. So I think we'll get a good comparison. They both came from the same area, so I know they're roughly in the same amount of time seasoning, but this has been in a covered tote since it was split. So we'll get a little comparison to the maple. We'll stick this in somewhere here. And so we get an 18.7 on the maple. Still good to go. Anything under 20 I let go in bundles. We mix them. She's mixing some poplar in there that's super dry, and so I don't feel bad about sending something out at 18% moisture. I'm pretty impressed. Just over 3 months, actually just about 3 months exactly, and we've got dry wood for bundles. So we will be refilling these bags again. This is one big log, and it just gets bigger as we get back in there. I can't really move it with the tractor, so I'm going to take a few chunks off of it and see how we make out. think I'll get the grapple, get these out of here, sit them somewhere so I can get splitting them. Have tempted to throw them in the dump trailer and take them down to the wood yard. May just do that, but as you can see, pretty big tree. I gotta get that one rolled over so I can cut the other side of it. But I might be able to move this out now, and then I can get to this smaller stuff.